What up, guys? This is Ryan from Grizzly Game Reviews coming at you here with a League of Legends video champion guide on Fizz, the title trickster. Now, Fizz is one of the newest champions to be added to League of Legends here in the middle of November, and he fills a lot of different roles. Some of those roles being an assassin, a mobility-driven champion, and then an AP champion. So when you combo those together, you get a mobile assassin that has a lot of burst. Now, what's great about this is this gives you many different ways to play Fizz. This guide here is just the way that I play him because I find it very successful. My last game I went on him, I believe 25, 7, and 13, and this is most of the video here that I'm showcasing is from that game. But I think it was ever since my third game and on since I played with him, I've done 10 to 15 games now on him. I have yet to go under 10 kills. So this is just the guide that I found that works really well just because I learned how to use his combos very well while stacking AP. Now, one thing I really want to stress with this guide is this is for playing Dominion. I have yet to try him in a normal game just because ever since Dominion came out, I'm not actually a huge fan of normal games anymore. I don't really like the slow pace of it. So this guide is strictly for Dominion. I know that there's a different way to go about playing him in normal 5s and 3s, but again, this is just for Dominion. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, favorite, and thumbs up. And all the support is very appreciated. And then one last little thing here. I did actually get the one of his skins, the Atlantean skin. So I will show that off as well, what it's like in game. So hope you guys enjoy. So first off, what I want to take a look at here is the mastery page for Fizz while playing Dominion. So the mastery setup that I have here for Fizz is 21, 0, and 9 build. So 21 points in offensive and 9 in utility. Now the reason that I put more points into offensive instead of utility, even though I am an AP based champion, there's actually quite a bit of AP points to put into offensive now thanks to the last patch. So I try to scale as much AP and damage that I can get out of him so I can have as much burst and be that much more useful because it is Dominion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the offensive tree here. I know it might be a little bit difficult to actually see what is in what, so I'll just go through each one real quick. So what I have my first point here in offensive is Summoner's Wrath that just maxed out 1 at 1, and then I have 3 out of 4 in Mental Force to get that ability power scale. Then dropping down to the next tier, I have 4 out of 4 of sorcery because cooldown reduction is huge on him. More cooldown reduction, more burst, quicker damage. Overall, very, very good to do as much cooldown reduction as you can on him. Then the next tier down, 3 out of 3 in Havoc, which is just increasing my overall damage, and plus 10 magic penetration in Arcane Knowledge, 1 out of 1, since I'm going to be mainly using AP. Then going down to the next tier here, I have Blast 4 out of 4. That's plus 1 ability power per level, so that's plus 18 ability power at champion level 18. So that scales a lot quicker in Dominion than it does in normal game because you get those levels so much faster. Then following that, we go down to the second to last tier, and I go 4 out of 4 in Archmage, which is just increases my ability power by 5%. And then at the very bottom, Executioner, and that increases damage dealt by 6% to targets below 40% health. Now this one's really good because he is an assassin, so majority of the time you're going to have characters that when you jump out at them, they're going to run away, so you spend a huge amount of time actually chasing people down, and you have so much mobility that you can catch up to them really quick. So this is a great talent for him to have. Now moving over to utility here, I have 3 out of 3 in Good Hands, and that reduces time spent dead by 10%, so you know, that just helps me get into the fight quicker, and then 1 out of 1 in improved recall so I can get back quicker. So it's really just the mobility factor here is just what I'm going into, because then I go down to the next tier and get 4 out of 4 in swiftness, which increases movement speed, and then next tier down is Runic Affinity, which increases the duration of Shrine Relic Quest and Neutral Monster buffs by 20%. So this is really good if you're able to get the quest done in Dominion and get the buff there. It's not crucial, but I mean it's 1 extra point to spend, so why not put it in there since you are playing Dominion. So those there are the basic masteries that I use, 2109 for Fizz and Dominion. Alright, so now I want to go through Fizz's abilities, and with these, once you learn how to combo them, you are almost unstoppable. Now his passive here is called Nimble Fighter. Now essentially what it does is it makes you not have any collision damage, which is huge when chasing down or trying to get away from enemies. Now Fizz's next ability, Urchin Strike, is the main driving force behind when you want to combo all of his abilities. So the ability after this, which is Sea Stone Trident, that one, if you pop that and then do an Urchin Strike onto someone, you're going to hit him for a pretty good amount of damage. His strike alone just scales off at AP, and so if you go AP, which you should, it does tremendous amount of damage.
Your team has captured the win.
Now his next ability, like I mentioned, Sea Stone Trident, applies a bleed effect. So essentially whatever you want to do, whenever you want to use this, is it's just an active, so it's almost like he has a cooldown buff. So you want to pop that and then either charge in with your strike, or I've used it to burn down minions. So it really is a very, very helpful tool. Now his next ability, which is Playful/Trickster, this ability is kind of interesting because what it does is it launches you in the air, and you have kind of a couple different options with what you want to do afterward. So one thing you can do is to use it to get away because you are untargetable in this mode. It only lasts a few seconds, but it's great. Gives you great mobility and makes you truly a really good assassin. So you know, if you run in to go fight, you know that you have an escape route with this ability. Now the other thing you can do with this ability, when you're in air, and you got to be quick to be able to combo this, you can hit it again and you'll actually smash into the ground, doing even more damage. So it's a really good tool, and when you are hovering over somebody with it, you will actually slow them. So it has tons of functionality and really lets you decide how you want to play, but I'll show you here how I use it the best. Now finally, Fizz's ultimate. Now this has to be one of my favorite ultimates in the game, not only because it looks insanely cool, but it's actually insanely effective. So essentially what he does is he'll throw a fish at someone. If it hits that person, it'll lock onto them and you'll see a blue glowing pool beneath their feet. If it doesn't hit them, it'll sit wherever you threw it, but if someone walks across it, it'll actually attach to their feet, as shown here, and it will kill them, or do at least an insane amount of damage. It's a really cool ult. The functionality of it's very different from anything I have seen in the game so far, but I think it's very unique, and it makes playing Fizz a lot of fun. So there is a rundown of all of Fizz's abilities. A quick recap here. Essentially, I pop Sea Stone Trident, use Urgent Strike to run in. If things get dicey, I'll use Playful/Trickster to get up into the air and get out of there. If not, then I will use Playful/Trickster to actually do more damage. And then to finish off, I will use his Chum the Waters ability, Shark Week as I like to call it, to finish the job. Now quickly what I want to go through here is show you guys the list of the actual items in the order that I get them in Dominion. Alright guys, so that concludes my guide here for Fizz. I want to thank everyone who watched for watching. Make sure you subscribe, favorite, and thumbs up. And if I get any feedback on this, you know, if anyone else wants to see a different champion guide or more about Fizz, just go ahead and let me know. But other than that, just keep your eye out for more to come.
Has been slain. You have slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. kill.